OnePlus. OnePlus. We've been covering on the show. Lots happening with OnePlus. They are. It's a return to the roots. We have the OnePlus Lite Z thing rumor mill, which has turned now officially. I'm talking officially. No more speculation into OnePlus Nord. Not Nord by OnePlus, by the way. I have to say, if I had to pick one or the other, I would take OnePlus Nord over Nord by OnePlus. Don't put hey, it's another word.
Yes.
I don't want to have another word. They came out and said it, and they migrated to a OnePlus.Nord Instagram account, which appears to be the hub for all things OnePlus Nord. It's all happening very fast, and it's coming very soon. It is going to be the budget lineup, returning to the roots, but with the title New Beginnings, which is slapped on all the content that's coming out from them at the moment. Very turquoise, very Nordic. And I had speculated based on the name that was the inspiration. But now having watched some of the content on this channel, including the most recent upload, New Beginnings Episode 1, which is like kind of a behind-the-scenes documentary style leading up to the launch. I think what they're going for here is almost like, do you remember the Jobs movie, the Aaron Sorkin one, where it's a moment in time at the release of... I feel like they're trying to get that... I'm not saying it's the same thing as Tough to Achieve.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think they're going for that kind of feeling.
Right.
In this first episode here, if you're curious. You have Carl in there. You have a few other guys from The Office. And there, you can tell there's the usual business stuff, operational stuff that would be taking place leading up to a big launch. There's a couple of interviews. There's some people working on the branding, the marketing that's going to be emerging about this thing. Actually, I got to say, as far as content goes, kind of an interesting episode. It applies a certain kind of intensity, suggests a certain level of intensity that goes into these type of launches and announcements. And look, I mean, they got the fan base going on, so it's supposed to get you hype, obviously.
Anything can happen.
I don't know how I feel about it still. I'm a bit conflicted. Did you need a whole nother brand for this? They basically admit in this piece of content, Carl says people aren't as interested in $1,000 phones, which is the motivation for this particular brand. I agree with that. That seems to be what I see in the comment sections and people talking to me on Twitter. So all the pieces I get, I have to wait and see if it justifies a whole separate brand and brand page, and if it shouldn't be called a light thing, but instead it should be Nord. Nonetheless, it's looking promising. It's happening very soon. If you watch a piece of content, you get to see how cool everything is. Like there was a longboard in the office there. There was a girl riding a longboard, which that's what happens if you have a cool office. We wouldn't know anything about it.
No.
But you see that right there? How you
That's pretty cool.
You formulate the shot. You get behind, you got the camera, you say, can you do that one more time?
Yeah.
With the longboard, yeah, I know. Just one more time, please. And zooms past. Now it's the coolest place to work in the world. And all of a sudden the job applications skyrocket. Until the
Branding
next
is
scene
everything.
where Carl's like, stop playing on your computers, and he's yelling at somebody. Anyway, it seems like they're not getting a lot of sleep. I happen to know, man, the way these things go. I visited one of their facilities once upon a time. It's so intense leading up to an event like this, trying to put out a new phone. It's a lot of work. I have appreciation for the work. We'll see how it all goes, if people are satisfied with the output. Ultimately, people want value for money. They want more for less. Ultimately, people want to pay less and get more. If they deliver on that, they'll be all right no matter what the name is. So obviously the rumor, just to recap, it's going to be a mid-range device. It's going to be maybe as low as $300. That's kind of crazy. $300 release with this type of marketing behind it. You don't see that too much. No, I mean, not here. I know there have been sub brands that have done a job of it, but